Tram Simulator! Danny, I'm a tram driver! Ding! 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 Tram Simulator! Tram Simulator! Tram Simulator! Alright, we're going to the right. And we're off. I don't know what happened. Oh, the tracks just disappears into thin air here. Hello, I'm Simulator Dirk and welcome back to another episode of Tram Simulator. And today we're starting off at a new location. And we're heading in the opposite direction to what we did yesterday. Or on the previous episode, I should say. Wait for 29 minutes. I won't be waiting for 29 minutes. Alright. And we're off. So, one of the reasons that I'm actually recording this episode today is that I've actually put in a support ticket to the developers to try and figure out why I've been having these memory issue problems. And in terms of always seemingly getting to about the hour since leaving the destination, leaving the origin. Oi! Can't you see I'm driving here? And I had the green when I was going across the intersection as well. So, are you going to stop? It's not as if I sat around for 5 minutes and then decided to go. As soon as I got the proceed indication, I went. Well, you really do have to pay attention, don't you?
Wintenstraße.
So I'm just keeping an eye on not only the route, but I'm also keeping an eye on how my computer's running. And I did notice that as soon as I started TramSim, the CPU usage and the memory usage went up heaps, and that the most demanding thing on the system was TramSim. Now, I haven't done this with any other game to sort of say, oh, well, is this usual or whatever, but it seems to be hovering around the mid-80s for CPU and memory, the mid-80s percentage. Now, I'd expect a lot of memory usage. I'd expect the game to be using a lot of resources. I get that, but if I can run games such as Grand Theft Auto, Wreckfest, and Train Simulator without these out of memory issues, well, I should be able to run this, even though, you know, it's very highly detailed, etc. It's not as if there's a lot of speed involved. Now, I haven't set up the timetable correctly, but I'm not waiting for 26 minutes. Alright, we need to wait for the lights. So at the moment, wow, that just hit 95. Oh, that just hit 100% CPU and I'm not even doing anything. And it's using 67, 68, 69% of CPU resources. So now, if I was struggling to run anything, stop requested. Now, if I was struggling to run things like Grand Theft Auto and Wreckfest and Train Sim, oh, that's hit 98% CPU. And this isn't a demanding same, but it's just hit 100% CPU again. You know, 93% memory. It's using a lot of memory. No, I don't want to do that. Alright, let's go. So this is about, we gotta watch out for pedestrians up here. Just walking in amongst the traffic willy-nilly. So we're running through the tunnel of trees. Now, to be fair to TramSim, I would have to repeat this test running something like Wreckfest or TramSim to sort of see what sort of figures I am running. So what I might do is just do a couple of shots with my phone. That's about 10 minutes in. No, we'll wait for the next one. And I'll do another one in about another 10 minutes, and then that way we can see if there's any differences. But even though we're running a lot of 100% CPU, and the game itself is running at about 65 to 70% of CPU and 80% of memory, I do want to see. I just want to see if I can see some sort of trigger point where it goes, no, I've had enough. Because if I'm running a start requested. No, I don't think this is David Garcia. No, this definitely isn't David Garcia. But what it also does show is shows you how much stuff's running in the background of your computer that you might not necessarily know, want, or need at any particular time. Come here, little yellow dot. There you are. Now this is more Parliament than David Garcia. Let me see how we're going here. That's alright.
Knöllgasse. Umsteigen zu 6 in Richtung Geiereckstraße.
There went the yellow dot. And I somehow got a 10 for that. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Atzleinsdorfer Platz. Umsteigen zu 6, 18. In Richtung Burggasse, Stadthalle,
So I
62.
so
In
I,
Richtung Leins, 14a. Lokalbahn nach Baden. S-Bahn.
oh, it's a rainbow level. I always called it a rainbow level crossing. It's not a level crossing. It's a pedestrian crossing. That's actually a good screen cap. That's cool.
Kliebergasse. Umsteigen zu 18. In Richtung Schlachthausgasse.
Ah, the passenger information's out of whack because that's Gentinor. And this is calling it Kiebengasse. Got quite a few people getting on and off the back and the front. Now, while this might be seen as cheating, I'm also trying to get some different shots of everything in motion. We'll just lock for now. And we'll just wait for the lights to change. Lights to change.
Laurenzgasse.
Anticipated that well. Oh, there's the yellow dot. There seems to be a couple of different yellow dots plus that yellow line. That's not Laurengasse. Just wait for the light to change. Let's go. So, no, can I change the camera around to the other side? I don't think I can.
Johannstraußgasse. Umsteigen zu 13a.
We may have timed this perfectly. We have. You're right, are you? That's not an open invitation for you either. Or for you. Or for you. Oh, that's 20 minutes in. Alright, can we go? Yes, we can. Off we go, off we go. Some fucking new dance moves on the street of Vienna.
Meierhofgasse.
Come on, people. Anytime you want. There we go. Let's go.
Paulanergasse.
Happy Noodles for good times. Go to Happy Noodles. Happy Noodles. There's the yellow doors too. There's a camel shop. Probably not for cigarettes, although maybe. Happy Noodles, Camel cigarettes. I don't know. Da da da. Anytime you want, people. Can't say that you haven't had enough opportunity. Looks clear there. Stop requesting.
Resselgasse.
So, oh, the CPU usage has dropped down to like 60% now. That's good, I guess. And just as I shot that, it shot up to nearly 70%. There seems to be no rhyme or reason. Come on, lights. No, we has to wait. Can I move the camera to the other side? No. Whoops. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go. Got that intersection. Good eye.
Karlsplatz. Umsteigen zu U2, U4, 4a.
no use going yet because we don't have the route. Waiting, waiting, waiting. There's the advanced line.
Umsteigen zu U1, U2, U4, D, 2, 71, 2a, 59a.
Something about the Opera House. Now I have seen some comments that even the shops are like accurate. That's what the shops would actually look like and things like that, which is pretty damn cool. So we need to wait for the light, which we will have now.
Burgring. Umsteigen zu 57a.
What I need to do, I need to find a map, like a map of the actual line. 10. So I can start to recognize the stops. Anytime you want, people.
Ring.
That's cool.
Umsteigen zu U3, 46, 49, 48a.
Something about the zoo in line 6. Although zoo's probably another, or something that sounds like zoo's probably another number in German. Anytime, people. All in good time. Let's go.
Parlament. Umsteigen zu 2 in Richtung Dornbach.
Saw it too late. This does not remind me of the area around Parliament. Now we have to brake. This does not remind me of the area around Parliament. And I could well be wrong. Oh, there's a different camera that I didn't know that I have. Oh, okay, I get the point of that now. You can just see the tram going off in the... That's cool. Now I want to jump back in the cab. Is that Parliament? Doesn't remind me of Parliament. Now, we'll go one in the cab, check the doors and everything. Wow, that camera is a game changer. Wow, that's cool. Is there a camera 5, camera 6? No.
Rathausplatz. Burgtheater.
And now we're running at about 96% memory. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, this is Hauptallee, I think. This is the turnaround point. That's exactly where we are, Prater Hauptallee. My German's atrocious, although you probably knew that anyway. So just looking at the various camera angles while we're here. This is camera 1, it's out of the cab. Then you get camera 2, which is the passengers. Oh, hang on. Ooh, hang on. So, camera 1, and you just keep on pressing 1 and you just get that static view out of the front cab. So, this is by pressing the number 2, and if you keep pressing it, you get different passenger views. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 passenger views. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's sweet. Camera 3 is outside, and you can free view around that. Camera 4 is this one. Oh yeah, you can free view on camera 4 as well. So camera 4, you can free view with the mouse as well with this one. Yep, and that's exactly where we are. Prater Hauptallee. Prater Hauptallee, that's exactly where we are. And that's exactly what it says on the side of the tram and on the front of the tram. The passenger information system is a little bit confused, but that's where we are. So what we can also do, we can get out of the seat. And we can go for a walk. Now I wonder how far we can actually, so this must be like, I'd say that pole's in a rather inconvenient location. Maybe if we do this, we walk in here. There we go. So how's your German? Okay, so coffee, tea. Oh, that'd be spirits. Jägermeister. Yeah, that'd be spirits. Wine. €2.50 for a Jägermeister. I don't know how big that'd be, but Coca-Cola. So it. Oh, that'd be 12 ounce, I'd reckon. Hang on, let's go around the other side. Oh, it's half a litre. So half a litre of Coke is €2.70. And you can get Sprite, Fanta. A quarter of a litre of soda, so that'd be like 250 mils. That's €1.40. A small can of Red Bull is €3.30. So you can get some Heineken, some West beer, some West burger. There we go. Now, how far can we actually walk is the question. The shop's closed, that'd be right. How far can you actually walk is the question. And that appears to be the limit of how far we can walk in that direction. So how far can we walk here? You can actually walk a fair way. Okay, so you can walk to there. Actually, that's not a bad view of the whole tram.
Können Sie mir bitte aus dem Weg gehen? Können Sie mir bitte aus dem Weg gehen?
What?
Können Sie mir bitte aus dem Weg gehen?
What does
Können Sie
that?
mir bitte aus dem Weg gehen?
What does that even
Können Sie mir
mean?
bitte aus dem Weg gehen?
What does that even mean? Okay, so let's see. So how far can we go this way? Da, 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 da. And even with me basically doing nothing, I'm just walking around. I'm just walking around at the moment. I'm not actually using the tram. I'm just walking around. My computer usage, my CPU usage is about 98%, although the actual TramSim component has actually dropped to 53%. And all the way out here, my memory usage has actually dropped to 62%. Actually, that's a good, probably a good time to take a so if I was, where was I? I was all the way over here. This is an interesting way of troubleshooting. So if I was all the way over here, let's see if my memory usage drops. I was about here, 63% and 98% CPU, although that TramSim itself has just dropped to about 53%. I'm going to have to turn my AVG anti-track filter off while I'm gaming, I think, because that's hovering around 20% CPU usage. Da, 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 da. Oh, here's something that I just noticed. On the left hand side of the tram, because there's no doors on that side, there's only a route number. There's only a route number on that side because that's the side where passengers don't go in and out. So from that side, you probably only want to see what route it's on rather than where it's actually going, I guess. Now, am I going to be able to jump the fence? No, because I want to show you on the other side. That's the back end view. And as I've mentioned before, and as I'll show you now, the tram's unidirectional. And only the main driving cab, there's only one at the leading end because we're on a loop. We're on a turnaround point like we are now, so there's no need to go to the other end of the tram to change direction. Whereas some other systems that I'm more familiar with, like Sydney, Newcastle, Canberra, or basically any of the Australian systems that I'm familiar with, they have a cab at each end because they don't usually have loops that they run around in. So it does look like the front. Does look like the front here. This is actually the back. But in other systems, this shape of tram would have a separate driving cab, and so what they can do. I've got stuck, have I? So if I go in here, come on, why can't I go in this door? There we go. Got to be very precise with the mouse. So behind those seats there's a panel, and that would be for use for shunting or emergency use if they had to drive it back in that direction. But what they would do, this would have another section, and you'd have the cab door like at the other end. Whoops. Hang on, I've landed back in the driver's seat. I didn't want to do that just yet. There we go. So here is the actual, whoops, I would have been if I had have walked correctly. Here is the actual timetable. Morning, Monday to morning, Monday to Friday. There's 2 Monday to Friday schedules there for some reason. And then Saturday and Sundays and holidays. And this is just me just looking at the map, but that's rather cool. I'd like to be able to get just a little bit closer, can I? No. And it's even got a little QR code down the bottom of the timetable there, so that's actually a good line map. Going to have to do a bit more research. Actually, what we're going to do now, just for the sake of the exercise, we're going to get back in the tram. We're going to run empty cars. So we're not going to pick up any passengers, and I'm just going to keep on driving, see how far I can get. Hang on, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Now, I don't think I can change. I don't think. Yeah, some of the things you can click, some things you can't click. Alright, let's go. Tram Simulator! Danny, I'm a tram driver! Ding! 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 Tram Simulator! Tram Simulator! Tram Simulator! Alright, we're going to the right. And we're off. I don't know what happened. Oh, the tracks just disappears into thin air here.